I'm Dr. Rachel Griffiths, and I'm with my father and partner in aquatics.
Dr. Tom Griffiths.
Welcome to the Drowning Files, where each week we share a lawsuit we've been involved in or another true story with suggestions to learn from these tragedies to save lives. What case do you have today?
Today, I don't have a lawsuit case, but rather I have a news item that you sent to me that was very interesting, and I think our listeners would really appreciate the story. The story goes as this. There is a physician from Pennsylvania. His name is Dr. Greensmith, and he went to Penn State University, which is where I ran the natatorium, the swimming pools, for 23 years. And after graduating from Penn State, he went to Penn State Hershey to become a physician. And he spent a long career practicing as a physician. But what he kept thinking about during his doctoring days was how much he loved being a lifeguard, a surf lifeguard at the Jersey Shore in New Jersey. And the specific beach he worked at was Sea Isle. So once he retired from being a physician, he spoke to his family and friends, and they encouraged him to go into training, swimming and running and rowing, the criteria you need to be a surf lifeguard, and try out, as you have to do at the Jersey Shore, at many surf beaches around the country. You have to pass these rigorous tests and become a lifeguard. And he would be trying out at 62 years of age, when his counterparts, who are also vying for these spots through the time trials, usually are in their late teens, early 20s. But he worked real hard with it. His family supported him and helped him train. And anyway, to make a long story short, just recently, I think it was 2 years ago, Dr. Greensmith passed with flying colors all his tests and became a Jersey Shore lifeguard once again, the same thing that he did as a teenager. And everyone at the Jersey Shore at that particular beach are very happy that he's there. Number one, because of all the experience he's had over the years. He did this for many years as a teenager and early into college. But the fact that he also is a physician and an EMT that can assist in medical emergencies on the beach. And so it's a very heartwarming story, but it's also significant for me. They say that dreams are unfinished emotional business. And there's one dream that I've had ever since I was a teenager. And that dream is about me going back to be a lifeguard at work at Laurel Lake in Montvale, New Jersey. And I love that job. I started that job by picking up papers on the beach. And I left that job to go to college and so forth. And wouldn't you know it, this lake succumbed to urban sprawl. The land was too valuable. And so the family, the Frank Murray family, faced with financial challenges, sold it, and it became an office complex. And at the time, there were 1,500 family members here, and many, many members who are still alive today just really talk about it. So what I did, unlike Dr. Greensmith, I couldn't go back to Laurel Lake, and that's why I keep dreaming about it today. I decided to write about my experiences there. And then as I wrote the book, the floodgates of my memory opened up, and the simple exercise of writing reminded me of all the minute details about this lake and the beach and the picnic groves. And it really created this very nice memoir. And then once I had gone through my whole entire Laurel Lake experience from the 60s and 70s, I said to myself, well, what am I going to do with this? And I let it go for a while. And then, Rachel, you were nice enough to push me to complete it. And I decided that why not use this as a springboard to talk about the rest of my life, because I've been very fortunate and very lucky to have a nice career and still practice water safety, even though I'm in mid-70s now. And so what I did was I used that Laurel Lake experience to remind me of the great times I had as a child, the great mentors I had at that place, and how the things that I learned from Frank Murray and these lifeguards back then in the 60s, I still apply to facilities today. And I related to this Dr. Greensmith so closely, I thought that I could intrude upon our listeners to tell them about this feel good stories, and I hope they don't mind. So that's what I have, Rach.